EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Tokyo taking on our home team.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4.
He will return this from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Diggs in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. When you look at this defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Nice play on the football. And while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Duggan. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing, Duggan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ready? Off the play fake, here's Cutler. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
Blaster, six, go pink, strike, white.
They'll try and throw for him with Cutler. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down. It's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Set, ready. Clock, 10. Hurry, hurry.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Black Ultra. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Fourth down. Here's Cutler.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, his second touchdown of the season. And the Tigers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Duggan looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
10 cycles.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now Cutler.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Red, cycle. Claws red. Ready?
Cutler will throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Cutler.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Etienne is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Once more, Etienne. And this time he's in for the touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play. Absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Duggan will look to throw this.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Duggan now to throw.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw is Duggan.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
22 needle. Ready.
Etienne up the middle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready?
On second down, Cutler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play action. Cutler.
He's got this to Pickens.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They go play action now. Cutler.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
26 yards.
And the Tigers are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw from his end zone, Dugan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go ultra. Block shot.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Shot. 17.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. ETN once more. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Clock, 10. Ready.
Here's Cutler. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, Cutler. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cutler. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, Cutler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! George Pickens with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Tigers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. An extra point try now for Moody. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Duggan.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A solid jump there, 15 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A handoff for Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Black ultra. Yellow.
Play action. It's Cutler.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Ready.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Red, cycle. Ready.
On 3rd and goal, Cutler. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, green. Steal. Check steal. Claws red. Smash red.
Now Cutler looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We almost sense, CD, that something like that could have happened. A lopsided game. They would try to push it, get any kind of points to get back in it, and they got a little sloppy. And yet a defender more than happy to capitalize and take it back for the pick 6.
I think we would both just say, textbook, taking advantage of the situation there, and he adds a cherry on top with a race to the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing after the interception, Dugan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw from his end zone, Dugan. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing, Duggan. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now ETN to start the drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 74 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Green Jack. Blaster. Ready?
Now Cutler on first down. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Blue. Cheetah.
Cutler's going to throw it. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Cutler to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. To throw again is Cutler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, it's Cutler. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Duggan now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Duggan will look to throw this. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Duggan. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Duggan looking to throw. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Paris, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tokyo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.